And now, on with the show.
Welcome to 4 Movies, where I will be discussing 4 movies that have something in common. But what do they have in common? I know, but do you know? If you do, say it before the end of the video, because at the end of the video I'll say it, and if I say it before you say it, they won't believe that you knew what you were talking about. Anyways, let's go, because in fact, how in the world I'm basically going through my movie DVD booklets, and I don't organize my movies alphabetically. They have something in common. So the first movie is going to be BAM! Wanted. If you haven't seen Wanted, it is from the director of Day Watch and Night Watch. Both of these movies were phenomenal. I heard there was going to be a Dusk Watch, but I never got to see it. That would have been cool, though. I would have, if that comes out, I'll definitely watch it. He also went on, he directed this, and then the director also went on to have a part in 9. But if you don't know what this is, basically, there's a guy, he's like, oh, humdrum, and then, the 9 Inch Nails song where it's like, and then he gets recruited into an elite group of people that have a fabric that tells them who to assassinate for time or something, and they can bend bullets. So that happens, and he gets in there, but then he finds out there's corruption in there, and things turn on their heads, and is he going to make it out of there? I don't know. But a lot of people wanted to know. Action. Extravaganza, super fun. Second movie. BAM! Playing God. Starring David Duchovny. And Timothy Hutton? No. Maybe? Possibly. But anyways, if you don't know what this is, basically, David Duchovny plays a former doctor who had a drug addiction and basically got booted off. But then there's a shooting at a nightclub, and he ends up helping the person, but the person's connected in certain ways that it gets the attention of the people he's connected to, the boss that he's connected to, and he wants the doctor to work for him, and things, and then the doctor ends up like getting a relationship with this girl that happens to be involved with the boss, and then he's trying to get her out of that because she doesn't want to be in that situation, but the boss won't be having that. And very, very fun movie. There's an excellent techno remix of These Boots Are Made for Walking at the end there that you can never find, but it's in the credit sequence. And like I said, this is if you haven't seen this, it is a good one. Like I said, the 3-car Monty with actual cars, 3 cars, the 3-card Monty, but they do it with cars. If that makes sense. Yes. Let us continue. BAM! Fido. If you haven't seen Fido, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you right now, you should. It's essentially, it turns into like an episode of Lassie, except instead of the dog, it's a zombie, because they have zombies, and these zombies have collars on, and the collars will contain their urge to kill people, basically keep them from, being a zombie and attacking brains and whatnot. So they have these collars on, and then they're kept as pets, kind of. And this one family gets their zombie, and he names it Fido. And then there's a part where it's like Fido comes up and it's like, oh, what is it, Fido? Oh no, I think Timmy's in a well, or Timmy's in trouble. He wants us to follow him. Come on, let's follow him. Like I said, funny, well done. Carrie Ann Moss in there, and Billy Connolly plays the zombie, and definitely worth a watch. The guy that's in the first Mission Impossible movie was like, I understand that you upset Ethan. That guy's in here as well. What's his name? Tom. I can't think of his name right now. I want to say Thomas Hayden Church, but it's not him. It's the guy from Oh Brother Where Art Thou, where he's like, we thought you was a frog. He's in there too. plays a character called Mr. Theophilus. You know, little kid in there is great also. But the movie basically shows if they bring the zombie in, the zombie is acting less zombie and more human, whereas the dad is essentially acting more alien, you know, to the family than the zombie is. And so it's like it has this thing going on in it as well. But, you know. And the fourth movie, if you're ready. Bam! Trick or Treat. Trick or Treat. Not or. I believe that's a different movie made in the 80s. But this, Trick or Treat, is phenomenal. An anthology where you have 3 stories where it has this kind of like Tales from the Crypt justice to it, which is like awesome. And just twisty and well done. And I like how the stories kind of like interact with one another. So it's just really entertaining. So you have, you know, the anthology's got the 3 stories in there, and then there's kind of like the fact that it happens on Halloween, kind of like links them all together. Well done, well played. The girl plays Rogue on X-Men is in here. She was also on True Blood, which I never really got into True Blood. I saw one episode where the guy had, like, I don't know, vampire juice and it made him all hard and stuff like that. It was a wild episode. One of the things where it's like, interesting, but I'm going to go ahead and turn this off. Alright, now, have you locked in your votes? Have you phoned a friend? Have you put in the tally? Because here we go. These are the similarities between these movies. These are the common factors, the things that link these movies together. Wanted and Playing God both have Angelina Jolie in them. And then Fido and Trick or Treat both have Dylan something. I gotta check the name real quick. My phone's up there. Dylan Baker in them. Dylan Baker. I would show you the picture, but it's like you're gonna have to look that up. I'm sorry. Dylan Baker. D-Y-N-A-N-D-Y-A-N. There's an L in there. Sorry. D-Y-L-A-N-B-A-K-E-R. But Dylan Baker is in both the movies. He's been in a lot of stuff, but he's basically the in Trick or Treat. I think he's the kid that gives the one kid from Bad Santa like the candy and stuff like that. And and then like I think he's like running around like a Phantom of the Opera-esque mask and stuff like that. And then in Fido, he's the dad. Anyways, thanks so much for watching. I am very thankful for anyone who has made it this far. And I hope you enjoyed. I'm going to be doing a video a day till I get a silver play button or a gold play button if I'm lucky. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe, like, tell a friend. And tune in tomorrow where, it's going to be good. See you tomorrow.